Make sure you got it in forward. That's the beauty of these impact drills. You can just push the thing right on in there every single time. Okay, well I may have to readjust this ever so slightly, huh? There we go. Just gonna tap on it a little. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna put those the screws into the plastic anchors now. And the thing with the plastic anchors, you just want to go slow. You don't want to overdo it. The last little bit of it, I always like to do it by hand. I think before I get that bottom one, I want to do that top one. Okay. I'm just doing it slow, and I'm gonna loosen that up a little bit so I can make sure to get the last screw in. I see that went into the plastic anchor just fine. I don't know what Mommy was planning on doing if she would have got those screws out. She would have came over here, tried to hold it up there and screw it in without any anchors, without anything. You know what I mean? That would have been funny. I should have just let her. I was, but it was paining me every time I heard the drill go and it went bzzz, because she was stripping the head. Even though I'm at an angle, I could probably do it. Now see, I'm not stripping the head with that. This is called an impact drill, and it's supposed to do that. That's going right into the wood stud. Okay. There it is. You could hang off of that thing. Now if I had a regular drill, I wouldn't have been able to put those screws in all the way. I would have had to have taken them out, and then I would have had to have pre-drilled the hole with a bit and then rammed the screws in. Okay? So lots of times, you know, at the store nowadays you can buy an impact driver wrench like this, driver drill like this, and you may be able to get a regular drill as well. Now see, this one here doesn't have a chuck. You have to pull it. You have to lift that up, pull the end out, and see, it's round, but it's only designed to fit these. You can't put a regular drill bit in there. There's a definite notch in there that fits, and then you just let go of that. See? So there's no chuck to it or anything like a regular drill. I like these. Like I was saying, sometimes you can buy a 2-pack. You buy 2 drills together, one regular, one impact, with the 2 batteries and a battery charger. This brand happens to be a Bosch, and it's an 18-volt lithium. That says Li ion. It's a lithium is what it's called. 18-volt is really good nowadays. They used to have 16-volt regular batteries. Then they graduated up to 18. And I've seen some drills. I've seen some batteries nowadays that are 20-volt, and I think they even have some more than that. But you'd have to check at the store to make sure that they fit your particular drill. Okay? Well, there you go. All I got to do is pick up all my my stuff here. Oh, I was going to show you the other plastic anchors. You're still here. I hope you are. You know, I encourage you, whenever you watch one of my videos, you might as well watch the whole thing, because you never know what I'm going to say or show towards the end of a video. These are drywall anchors. I could have used those, remember? And those are designed 75 pounds. And see, they come, these just happen to come with their own screws into here. See there? Then this is designed, it kind of snaps off the side as you put it in. And that screws right into the sheetrock. Isn't that cool? It does have a tip on there, and there are some little plastic nibs on the side in there. So, I mean, technically it's designed to be put in with the drill if you want. You just take your tip, you can put it like that. You can, as long as you get a little set hole there, you're supposed to be able to set this and drill it right in. But sometimes this wobbles, and sometimes the tip breaks off. My electrician used to put these in all the time with his drill. I've seen them periodically, the tip would break off of the plastic anchor. So I always still make a hole with my scratch awl, and then I might make it just a hair bigger with my little screwdriver, just big enough and wide enough to allow this part of the shank to fit into the sheetrock. And then I don't even usually take the drill to it. I usually just then take my my screwdriver, fits right in there, and then just screw it in, and then just screw it in snug, and that's all you got to do. Okay, I could have done that, right? 75 pounds this would have held, and it would have also, they make these at least 35 pounds, which the threads are smaller. And if you use the smaller one, then the screw head is smaller. See how small this screw looks already? And that's for this one. See? It fits in there. So if you want a smaller screw, obviously, then you've got to get the smaller little plastic anchor here. Okay? But then sometimes if you want a head about this big, let's say you're trying to fit that over something, and you want the screw head to be big, don't kid yourself and think, oh, I'll just use the 35-pound plastic anchors, drive-ins, and then you find out your screw tip head is so small that maybe it's not holding what you want. And here's another good thing about using these. Once you screw it in there, once you screw this in, let's just talk about this for a quick minute. Let's say I wanted to put it in this back one, and I wanted to push it up, and maybe the anchor or whatever I'm screwing in isn't flush. This backside piece, this black piece, is not flush with the wall. So if I were to press this and tighten this too much, my other type of plastic anchor that I have in the wall could pull out of the wall a little bit and then possibly start spinning. Okay? Well, if you put one of these type in, you've got that screwed in there. Even if whatever you're doing has a little bit of a backing to it, it's not allowing it, this bracket here is not allowing this black to be pushed up all the way. And let's say you've got a slight gap there or something. This will keep it from pulling out. You know what I mean? Okay? All right. So I'm liking that. That's nice and snug. I put those crummy plastic anchors in on this other side, and I've got these pretty tight. Man, those are tight. Once you have it snug, you don't want to try to overdo it, because that's not going to do anything. Those are only plastic anchors. You saw how small they were. And you twist any more than that, these things are going to start spinning in the wall. Okay? But see, right now the screw is pushed in there, and this is doink like that in the wall right now. And if you overdo it, you've only got, you know, some little tiny minute little thread things in here. You keep doing it, and eventually your screw's going to get loose because it's just twisting and twisting inside this plastic anchor, even if the plastic anchor is not spinning, let's say, for a while. Okay, enough of that. Hey, I remember the last thing you might be saying, hey Joe, what about over here? You were going to caulk this. Yeah, do I need to show you that, really? Well, I got a brand new tube of caulking there, and I got to put some caulking over those holes. So if you're still there, stick around. I'll show you how it's done.